What's up? This is Dallas from Narcotic Wasteland, and you are watching CMS TV.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ow!
And welcome back.
Hey, there you are. What's going on? Where you been?
Am I live? Is everything good? We're all right?
Yeah, it seems to be.
Back from the clutches of once again near death.
I was gonna say, I was wondering where you were. Haven't seen you in a minute. Something happened that I missed?
Man, it's been a hell of a couple of, I guess, few months now.
Yeah, it's been two
How
and a
long has
half
it been?
months. 2 months, 2.5, something like
2.5
that.
months.
Been a minute.
It's yeah, it's been a long couple of months.
Well, welcome
long.
back, my friend.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you're here. I'm definitely glad that you are here, sir.
Me too. It was questionable there for a couple of days, anyways.
I remember. Was not the best of times to say, but I will let you tell those stories, not me, because these are your stories to tell, sir. But you feeling good?
Yeah, I know. Feel free to interrupt with questions at any time.
Okay.
Where should I start? The beginning?
Well,
So yes,
the,
I will
the
start at the
last
beginning.
time we spoke, I'll remind you of where we were the last time we spoke. You were having big problems figuring out if you should keep Heather or not. I don't know if you remember this at all. But you and Heather had some big argument about something. I don't remember what it was. I just saw the thumbnail of it that said, should Seth stay or something like that. And I was going to say, I think you made the wise decision of staying. Just a hunch, but I think you did well by staying.
Yeah, I think I did a good thing by staying with my wife.
Might have been a good call there, man.
Forgive me for eating strawberries, but I'm
all right.
enjoying them. And I only have one left, so it's okay. Everybody, welcome back. Thank you. All right, so it was the night that Trump had the media dinner thing?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody rushed into the building and took a shot or two or whatever.
Sure.
Once it got past Secret Service.
Right.
So that was a big story back a couple of months ago.
Right.
And it was that night. I was sitting in a wheelchair, watching TV with her, and I just felt like going to the bedroom, watching the rest of it while she watched something else in the living room.
Okay.
So I went to the bedroom to watch the coverage, and I had the TV on pretty loud, and as normally do because I'm deaf as as could possibly be.
Right.
And all of a sudden she comes. Well, no. So I started eating these sugar-free cookies that I got on Amazon.
Right.
And there was a big, huge bag of these things. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to chow down on these because they taste like chocolate and they're sugar-free.
Right.
But they were like light meringue kind of things. I'd never had them before.
Okay.
But I had taken my insulin and I had started eating these cookies. And I was sitting there watching this crap in the living or in the bedroom. And that's almost the last thing I remember. I remember then all of a sudden I dropped the bag of cookies. And they were all over the floor. I'm talking, I mean, this was a big, huge bag. I'm talking probably like 50 cookies, little things laying all over the floor of the bedroom.
Right.
And I remember trying to pick them up, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And I turned around in the wheelchair somehow, so I wasn't facing the TV anymore. And my wife came in and started yelling at me to turn down the volume.
Okay.
And then she saw all the cookies and everything all over the floor. And I was trying to get out of the wheelchair into the bed, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. I guess I was asking her, how do I get into the bed?
Right. Oh, boy.
At which point she knew that something was major league wrong.
Right.
And
Now,
she,
you had been feeling sick leading into this, right? Like not well.
yeah, I had a problem with like my left foot, obviously, because I didn't have a right one. So it was hurting.
Right.
Once again, I'm an ass, and I said I was taking some antibiotics, and I said this will go away. I said this will be all right, but it had been pretty bad for a while. And Heather noticed during the day on that day, I think it was a Saturday.
Okay.
I think, yeah. And she had noticed that during the day I was a little bit twitchy and not really responding to her all that well, but I was driving a car. I was all right.
Right.
But when I couldn't get into the bed and I couldn't figure out how to do that, she figured something was wrong. She called an ambulance, thank God. They came out, they tested my blood sugar. My blood sugar was 30.
What's it supposed to be?
120.
So it was like extremely
Like
low.
80 is okay, and then below 70 is immediate attention.
Okay.
And 30 is like you're close to
You're dying.
blacking out and
Right.
it's game over. And they shot some sort of crap in my mouth.
Okay.
God only
Yes.
knows what it was. I was but it was sugary, whatever it was. That guy could have been flapping me with his package for all I know,
Right.
but it was just some sugary whatever, and it was shoved in my face, and within seconds, dude, I felt all of a sudden better. I was like, all right, I feel good.
Okay.
And I moved from the wheelchair to the bed, and they were like, no, you're not going there.
Oh,
I said,
boy.
well, why not? I feel better. And then he said, we think you're septic again, or have sepsis again.
And how did they know? And again, I know I'm just asking crazy questions. Some of these you've already told me the answers to, but I think the fans want to know, how would they know that?
Just because the way I was acting with the, not knowing anything. And also they noticed the foot. And they actually said to my wife, didn't you notice the smell of this foot? And she's like, well, I guess I'm just used to him smelling like this.
Great.
That's bad. And I know that it was bad, dude. I mean, I noticed that, you could smell an infection, dude. Whoa.
Right.
What happened?
I pushed the button by mistake.
Go
ahead.
You could smell an infection when it's bad, dude. And like
Yeah.
I was going to work and I didn't want anybody to come in the studio. I was bringing like room sprays and like
Right.
I was spraying down the room every 5 seconds because I was like, dude, this thing something's wrong here. That's why I was taking antibiotics.
Febreze and shit like that.
Yeah, oh my God, dude. I was going to Bath and Body Works and buying whatever they had.
Right.
The place smelled like a freaking floral bouquet, but it also smelled like infection. So pretty sure that the work people,
a floral bouquet in a morgue or something.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that the people at work wanted me gone for a while,
Right.
because it was really bad, and so they loaded me up into the ambulance and took me to Parma, UH in Parma, and I'll get into those people.
Sure.
But when I was there, I was in the emergency room and stuff, and they said they were going to admit me, and that's fine, whatever. And they had a podiatry guy, like a foot guy,
Okay.
come see me.
Mm-hmm.
And this was in the next 24 hours, and they said that it doesn't look good, but it said it was a massive infection on the bottom of my foot.
And you didn't. Well, hold on. You didn't feel it like when you were putting any weight on that foot or anything, or was it just so you were so used to it hurting that you didn't think past it?
Hey metalheads, tired of waiting for new episodes? Crave the real raw classic metal show? For just $4.99 a month, you can become a CMS VIP. You get every episode a full week early, completely uncensored, and 100% commercial free. It's the only place to interact directly with the show, plus you score the Fast Pass, so your song requests get bumped straight to the head of the line on every live version. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe right now at classicmetalshow.locals.com and become a CMS VIP today.
All right, you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
I guess this is the time to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I felt it. I felt it bad. I hurt bad. I mean, like, literally, I was walking out to the car to, like, go dashing and stuff with my wife and go to work and everything. Right. And I couldn't get my left shoe on because it was so swollen. And so finally, I just stopped wearing a shoe when we go out places. I'd walk through the garage with just a sock on. And, like, if I hit a bump driving a car, my leg felt like it was going to fall off. The foot hurt so bad. But I just thought that because I was taking some antibiotics for something else, that it would help my foot and this would go away and I'd be all right.
Right. Well, and part of this, and again, I'm not accusing, I'm asking more or less, but part of it was probably in your own head that you were having the other deal with your balls. And that maybe it was just like a reaction or something, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I mean, look, I still have that ball issue.
Well, but I mean, the doctors who were checking you constantly didn't discover this problem with your leg or your foot either.
No.
Okay.
I mean, the last time somebody said something bad about the leg was when I went to get fitted for the new prosthetic on my right leg. Mm-hmm. And the guy was like, hey, man, your left leg looks pretty rough there. You might want to watch out with that.
Okay.
But nothing with the foot. So the podiatry guy comes in and he says, you know, they want to do a surgery just to kind of clean out the infection the best that they can.
Right.
And I said, okay. And so that was scheduled for like Monday, the following day or whatever. And that was fine. I said, okay. And then a infectious disease team came in. I had an entire team of infectious disease people come in and look at the foot. At which point they just started pumping me full of antibiotics like immediately. So the next day I had this cleaning out of the foot.
Okay.
And after surgery, I got out and I felt like everything was fine. I was like, all right, great. Everything's good. Got that done. Simple cleaning of the foot, and I'll be back to normal soon.
Right.
And the doctor came and talked to me and said, hey, you did great, blah, blah, blah. And it was fine. But apparently he went and talked to my wife, who was not with me at the time. She was in the waiting room, and told her something different. He told her that it might be 6 months before I would lose the entire foot area, the entire foot.
Just the foot, though.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And so she didn't tell me that. And then the next day he came in and he said something like that to me. But he said that what I would have to do is get a port put in, like for like dialysis and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that sticks in your body,
Right.
and I would have to go home, and for literally months, I would have to have antibiotics pumped through me at home
Constantly.
constantly. If I went to work, I'd have to take a thing of antibiotics
It's
with
like
me.
a colostomy bag sort of a deal.
Kind of.
Yeah, all right.
And I just have to have these antibiotics pumped into me for months, and I have to go to like wound care and all this kind of stuff every week.
Right.
And then the infectious disease people came in with a vascular guy, and they said, no, this isn't going to work. The infection is too bad and starting to spread, and we need to get rid of this whole thing. So from, obviously I am still below the knee amputee again,
Right.
but they needed to chop it all off.
Well, I know you had texted me. I'll just share my side of it. Not
Yeah.
that I have much of a side to this story, other than me and you have been in pretty much contact. What, about every 2 or 3 days since?
Yeah.
I've tried to stay in contact and keep up, and tried to keep people up to date and whatever. Even though it was your story, I didn't want to necessarily tell your story online. But I know you had texted me one day, and you were like, yeah, they're going to do a little bit of surgery, but everything's cool. And I was like, okay, nothing really to worry about here. I kind of was like, okay, Seth dodged that bullet. And
Right.
I just sort of was like, okay, and went on about my business. And then maybe 2 days later, you called me up and you were like, dude, they're cutting my leg off on Friday. And I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? How did we go from minor surgery to losing your leg in the course of 24 hours or whatever?
Yeah.
It happened very fast. I can't even, and maybe you want to talk about this, maybe you don't, but I'll ask it. When they tell you that, being that you've been through it once, how do you react to it? Do you react to it like, oh shit? Do you react to it like, well, I've made it through it once, I'll be okay?
Well,
Do you do the I've got to be strong for the wife and the kid? I mean, what kind of reaction do you have?
honestly, they gave me the choice.
Okay.
When the vascular guy came in with the infectious disease team, and they said, we think we should just cut it all off.
Mm-hmm.
And the podiatry guy said, well, we can try cleaning this out. But the podiatry guy said the heel was basically liquid when they went in.
Ew.
And like when they cleaned it all out, I don't know how they do it, like power washer or whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm being serious. I think they use like some sort of power washer thing. There was no heel left.
At all.
So like the heel pad, the heel, everything about the all is all gone, all disintegrated, gone. The infection was just that bad.
Right.
And so they gave me the choice. And I said, look, I mean, honestly, I've been living with pain in this leg now. I'll be honest. I think they should have cut the damn thing off 4 years ago when they cut the other one off. Because
Just
I think
to
they
do
were
it at
both
once?
bad.
Just to
They were
do
both
it.
bad, and they should have just done it right then and there but they let it heal at least enough to go home and all that kind of stuff. But it just progressively got worse.
Fucking John.
But
You didn't think you were going to get through this without any jokes.
No,
did
no,
you?
I don't mind the jokes. I believe you. I knew they were coming, and there's a lot of jokes to be made.
Of course.
But they gave me the choice, and I said I don't want to go through any more pain in his leg. I mean, let's just get rid of it.
All right. Well, I'm stopping you again. I know I'm interrupting a lot of this.
No, I want you to.
Do you have to have the conversation with Heather? Or do you just say, this is what I'm fucking doing?
I mean, she was sitting there, and she
All right.
agreed with me.
Okay.
I mean,
What about Molly?
Molly didn't really say much about all that stuff. I mean, she wasn't there for those kind of talks.
Okay.
But I mean, we told her what was going on and told her that, and she, she knew that there was a possibility.
All right.
And so, decided it had to be done.
Okay.
So, meanwhile, again, every single day they have I'm going through. I was not off of antibiotics anytime during the day for 2 weeks solid because they just kept pumping me. And when one bag was empty, they brought another bag in because
Sure.
the infection started to go up the leg when they were looking at things. And so they decided that they had to do the surgery kind of quickly.
Well, were they afraid that it was going to get into the blood, or is that?
Yeah, they were in the bone. The bone
that
was
would
the
have been
biggest
it,
problem,
right? If it infiltrates, then that's it, right? You're pretty much dead at that
then
point.
I'm gonna have big problems.
Right.
And so the first surgery was called the guillotine surgery,
How pleasant. Jesus Christ.
which is kind of what you think it is.
My God.
Lop that thing off, man. And then they let the infection and everything drain out of the whatever they blopped off. I don't know how it all works, man. I was asleep for a lot of it.
That's in the bowl or whatever at that point. Jesus.
And so you're talking about I'm afraid of anesthesia and going under and stuff, and I'm not exactly the the picture of health, and so you worry about going under every time you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that week I had to do it 3 different times.
Oof, yeah.
So they did it the guillotine surgery, and
is that what they call it?
yeah.
Really?
That's
I would think a hospital would have a somewhat more pleasant
That's
name.
what the vascular guy called it.
Jesus
The
Christ.
guy was awesome.
The guillotine surgery. What?
I'm telling you, I had some really good doctors there.
Yes,
And,
I mean, what do they
and
call a
recommend-
lobotomy? A stupid remover? I mean, Jesus.
I definitely those guys at UH were great. Dr. Boyko that did my surgery was really something, man. He was a funny guy and nice guy and took care of me.
UH is a great hospital, man. I know Cleveland Clinic gets all the praise around here, and not trying to take anything away from them either. They're amazing too, but I know my son went through all his cancer stuff at UH, and amazing staff. So
Good people.
At least you landed in a good place. That's good.
Well, I told them where to go because originally they wanted to take me to the same place they took me the last time. I was like, nope, not going there.
Right,
was
going somewhere else.
I was like, luckily I was at least coherent enough in the ambulance so they turn this thing around and go to Parma.
Right.
Like, okay. And so after they did that surgery, the guillotine, they went to the next surgery, which was to clean the whole thing up and take off more of the leg. And now it's kind of at least somewhat close to the other one as far as lengthwise goes.
I was going to ask you that. Are they the same? Are they different? Or?
No, they look pretty much the same.
Craziness. I know nothing about this stuff, really.
Neither do I. What do I know? Other than
you got a little more experience than me, my friend.
And so once they did that, I sat in the room on the 8th floor for a little while, and then it was time for I was there for 2.5 weeks.
Right.
After getting the surgery, well, maybe another week or so after getting the surgeries. And then
It's just a link to your GoFundMe.
Oh, yeah, please. I have to go back to work with no legs starting later this month because I found out that they're going to cancel my insurance unless I go back to work.
Oh, that's pleasant.
So I definitely need whatever I can get at this point to help with some of these bills. I'll get into some of these things that are just ridiculous.
Okay.
So then I went to rehab, and it was luckily in the same hospital. So it's like they had to discharge me from Parma UH and then readmit me to the 4th floor, which is the rehab floor. And there, I met some of the nicest people ever. Some of the nurses on that floor are some of the greatest people that I've ever met. And they got to know me at least because I was there for another 2.5 weeks. And they were super cool to me, really took care of me. and I couldn't have asked any more from those ladies. But it was a lot of. I'll tell you what, losing. I can't wear the other prosthetic because it doesn't fit anymore,
Right.
and it's broke. So I literally now have just two stumpy things that I'm trying to to work with here. And losing two legs is horrifically different
Oh yeah.
than just the one. And I didn't think it was gonna be, but it is a lot different.
Well, yeah. I mean, because at least with at least with one leg, you still had something you could push off with to like get up or brace or push to the left or to the right or whatever.
Yeah, this is it's completely different, and luckily I have built up a decent amount of strength from losing the one,
Right.
and so I was able to do some stuff. But now it's right now to get into a wheelchair, I got to use a big board and slide from the bed and over into the wheelchair, and then the wheelchair to wherever I got to go. I got to use another sliding board, and to get in the car, I got to
Right.
slide from the wheelchair into the car, and which is it's not terribly tough, but it's different. When you're just a floating body with no legs, you fall backwards, you fall forwards, and you're screwed, dude.
Well, I mean, look, and this is the piece that this is honestly why we started limping out of the fire back before you limped right back into it, man. Which is you don't realize the little things. When something happens, you do not even remotely understand the little things that change. And it's the littlest things that you never think about in your life. If most people go through their entire life and never think about some of the things that you're thinking about front and center today.
Yeah. To answer John's question, it was like probably about a month that I felt pain in my heel
Right.
before I got to the point of almost killing me. But again, I'm stupid. I don't know why I'm dumb. I just didn't like going to the hospitals or doctors.
It's because the last time you went, they cut off a leg.
Well, yeah, and so and there you go again. It happens again,
Dude. Believe me, your story. If you want to feel better about your story even a little bit, I'm going to tell you, your story is going to make me go to the hospital the next time I got the least little anything, because I'm the same as you. I almost died in my own bed because I had COVID, and I just was like, I don't want to go to the hospital. I'll just sleep it off. And I almost died of COVID.
Yeah. So I guess the moral is go to the doctor.
Yeah, get checked.
And so, I did the whole rehab thing, and I was there for a couple of weeks, and did a lot of stuff, and it was challenging. A lot of lifting weights and leg exercises so I can be strong enough to move over and around, and
Sure.
when you're trying to move with no legs up and down even the side of a bed to get to where you got to go,
Right.
or into the bed. I mean, it's not easy, man. It's just not. And so, they had me, I had to get a hospital bed for my room, here at home. And then the other problem that I have is not one doctor has been able to figure out this swelling situation that I have down there.
In your nuts?
Yeah, which I've had since February?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been like 5-6 months at this point.
I mean, I was in the hospital for like 6 weeks, and not one doctor that I saw, and I saw them all, man.
Right.
I saw diabetes doctors, I saw kidney doctors, because I get kidney disease, I got diabetes. I mean, I'm fucking next to death's door without losing the leg. So please donate to the Venmo, because you're going to at least help my wife with funeral expenses.
Stop it. Your balls are like a hippity hop ball at this point, dude.
I've seen every doctor known to man about it, and that one of them has a freaking clue what to do.
You're in the hospital for 2 freaking months. They couldn't take a look and figure it out?
They took a look. They just couldn't figure it out.
Jesus.
And it was funny because every time I go to rehab, they'd have to put a sheet over me because after sitting for a while, the swelling gets worse. So all of a sudden, in the middle of the rehab room with all these nurses and people all around, my balls would just start protruding from the bottom of my shorts.
All right, I'm going to get real graphic and gross here, if you don't mind.
All right.
Have they at this point taken a needle and gone in there and taken a sample to make sure it's not
No.
sepsis, like that got into your ball sack, or
No. That was
cancer or any of this shit?
They said it's not cancer. They've done CT scans.
How do they know if they haven't taken a sample?
Because they've done CT scans and they did ultrasounds and all that kind of stuff. They said it's not an infection. They said it's just a fluid buildup of some sort, and it's in a tissue. And I don't know. It's called edema. I don't know what I don't know what they do with it. But anyways, so that problem is causing problems going to the bathroom,
Right.
like urinating, because the swelling is so bad. I'm going to get graphic too, but you have to know what I'm going through here on a day-to-day basis. So the swelling is so bad that it kind of goes up and around my area down there. And so like I can't just pee into like a plastic urinal or something like that when I'm in bed, because it's impossible. And so they had to put it's called a PureWick or something like that, but it's a non-invasive catheter.
Right. There you are, Seth.
So
there's Seth, get ready to take a piss.
I can't. So it's like it's like this. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a plastic thingy, right? And there's a hole that goes over my unit down there.
All right.
And then I pee and it goes into like a bag.
And Seth freezes up. Well, we're definitely back. All right, folks, hang out for a couple minutes. We'll be back. Hang tight. It's the Seth Williams Show.
Hey, pinball wizards and arcade aficionados. Ready for a trip down memory lane, or maybe just a blast into the now? Welcome to Pinball PA, where we've got more than just games. We've got a time machine. With over 420 games, that's 200 plus pinball machines and another 200 plus arcade games, stretching all the way from the 1940s to the latest and greatest. Whether you're here for nostalgia or novelty, we've got you covered. And guess what? No quarters, no tokens. Just pay the admission fee and it's all you can play. Perfect for birthday parties, team building events, or those special educational STEM and STEAM field trips. Need a spot for some spontaneous fun? No reservations are needed. Just come on down to the Hopewell Shopping Center at 2284 Broadhead Road, Suite 10B in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. For more information, check out our site at www.pinballpa.com or give us a ring at 412-423-8532. Pinball PA, where every play is a free play.
And I'm back.
There you are.
I've been having Wi-Fi problems here all day.
Lovely. Well,
So what was the last thing
it
you
wouldn't
heard
be
of?
this show.
It'll
if
happen.
you were-
It will happen again before we probably happen within the next 3 seconds.
I don't know. Just pick up wherever you want to. I mean, we were talking about your balls and everything.
The
else.
pee thing.
Yes.
And so I have to have this thing at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you heard about how it like kind of hooks up and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the pee contraption cost me $400, dude.
Lovely.
And they don't pay for this stuff. I'm paying for a hospital bed every month. I had to pay for this thing.
The insurance doesn't pick this up?
No. Wow. The pee bag things that I have to use on a day-to-day basis, sometimes numerous times a day,
Right.
are $200 a box.
$200 a box.
And the box is like 30 of them in it.
Dude, I got 10,000 fucking garbage bags over here. I'd be happy to give you some.
Sometimes I go through a box or 2 boxes a month.
$400.
I mean,
just
it's
a fucking
ridiculous
piss.
what this stuff costs. So when I got home, I was terrified to go home, dude. I really enjoyed being at the hospital because
Sure.
the rehab people are like super cool, and it's really nice to have somebody there when you push a button. And honestly, I wasn't really ready to go home. I have no legs, man. There's a
Right.
lot of things you just can't freaking do, like going to the damn bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, when I got home, I mean, I'm still using. I'm not now, but I was using a bedpan when I got home,
Right.
and that my poor wife and daughter had to deal with
Ugh. Yeah, it's fun.
because I don't have a nurse here just taking care of me every day. I mean, I had nurses like home health care come over to help with rehab and to check on me. One lady would come over and just kind of wash me down every now and then, but it wasn't
Look,
nonstop. I didn't have somebody here 24/7.
It is bad enough to have a stranger nurse wipe your ass. It's a whole nother level to get your wife or your kid or something to have to do
Yeah, I
that
know.
shit. That's brutal, man.
I feel horrible for both of them.
They're
What am I
tough.
going to do though? I have no options. It's not like there's a different choice for me.
Right.
And so they get me so they get me from the hospital, right? Back home. They had to bring me in an ambulance home and a stretcher. And like, thank God to like people like Charlie. Charlie, I have so many good friends, dude. I really do. Charlie the mechanic, Charlie's Auto Repair in Lakewood. He actually built ramps for me outside my house.
So
Like
you
went
can
to
get
Home
in and out
Depot,
and stuff,
got
right?
wood and all this stuff, and reinforced everything. Melissa from Yellow Brick Road Auctions bought some other ramps for me that I can get, like wheelchair ramps to get up and down. And between the two of them, they made like it possible for me to get in and out of my house. Thank God, man.
That's nice of them.
And it was super cool. But they brought me in a stretcher back here. And when they got back to the house, they realized they couldn't get the stretcher with me in it into the bedroom because there was now like inflatable mattresses and all this kind of stuff that I need. And so they couldn't fit it through the doorway.
Great.
So now they needed to call another ambulance crew to come help and lift me with no stretcher into the doorway and into my bed. I sat in the hallway entrance of my house for over an hour, just laying on a stretcher, waiting for the other ambulance crew to get here.
And knowing how that time goes, that is a bunch of time that you spend going, is this how my fucking life is going to be forever?
No idea the kind of things that go through your head.
Yeah, it's just the more you're like, is there any way to get a gun?
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally what goes through your brain when you're just stuck. And
Let me be
there's
honest with you. I've thought that more than once.
you said it to me. You said it to me right when this was all going down. I was like, dude, you got to get your head out of that game.
Yeah.
But- Yeah, it's brutal, man.
Thought that more than once.
I'm
during
sure
this
it's
whole
you're going through some
experience.
shit, dude. I know we're joking around a little bit, just a little bit,
But
but
I don't mind that. Yeah.
it's a serious thing. I mean, this is as serious as it gets.
It's
I
life
know
changing.
I know we're talking about it on a podcast, and everybody's like, lights, cameras, jokes. This is the real world, man. This is the real shit. This is the very real shit, and you're going through it, and it's tough. But you made the first move. I would say the first step, but I don't want to be a dick. You made the first move, which is coming back to this.
Brian says just piss in the shower. Well, let me tell you about that, Brian. The way that my shower is built here at this house, the tub that I have is a jet, like, jacuzzi tub. And so it's way down. It's like a deep tub.
Sure.
So I can't use it because I can't get out of it.
So you have
And
to
I
get
don't have the
one
money to just buy
benches or
one of
something?
those. Huh?
You got to get a bench or something.
Well, even then, what am I going to do with it? Sit there with my stump in the water?
Yeah, that's
And-
true too. Jesus.
And so, and I don't have the money to get one of those. They have like these harness things you sit in, and then it just swings you and dips you into the pool like some sort of fucking freak.
Like a
But,
like a tea bag.
Yeah, like, but look, and I'm sure they're great for people that need them, and I shouldn't have said what I said, but it's difficult. And then the shower is very narrow, so I can't transfer in this shower because there's a piece of glass and then glass door and everything, and I can't transfer from the wheelchair to a bench with any. I can't do it at all. I mean, it won't fit. I mean, I've had rehab people with me here trying to get me in there, and it's not gonna work. It does not work to get me into the shower. So I had to buy like this stupid inflatable thing so I can wheel my chair up to the back of a sink and wash my hair, and have to do it other ways until I get legs.
Right.
Because when I get legs, then I can actually walk into the shower and either take them off and sit on the bench, or I can cover them with plastic coverings that I bought, and I can stand in the damn shower and
Do
do
you
my
got
thing.
one of them tub showers with the door thing on it, or do you still got to climb over?
What do you mean?
Like my shower doesn't have like a little. It's just, or my tub rather. It's like a tub with a door thing, I guess. You know,
this is
what I'm saying is, do you have to step over into a tub, or do you have one of those little door things that you can open up and it's even with the floor?
The tub and the shower are different.
Okay.
So the tub is just the jacuzzi tub on one side. It's a really big bathroom. On one side of the bathroom is the tub, the jacuzzi thing, and then on the other side is just a shower stall.
Okay.
So it's just a little step over that I have to go to get in.
Right.
But I can't wheel a wheelchair in there. Can't fit in there.
Right.
Rehab, they had people over here trying to get me in. Dan and Evie, they're great people. Really good therapists, but could not get me into the shower because it's just not going to work. So, like I said, I have to do all these other things until I get legs. I went the other day.
Backyard and hit you with a hose.
Yeah, roll me over like a beached whale and just spray me down. And so, it's not fun, dude. It's not.
No.
And, I mean, there's stupid shit that happens that people don't understand. It's the little things. So I buy this stupid, had to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this stupid, just the pee thing.
Sure.
So I can go to the bathroom while I'm in bed because I can't get up to go to a bathroom.
Yeah.
And so, I spend all this money, and sometimes this thing, you know what happens? Sometimes this thing just comes unfucking done from your body. Yeah. It's a sticky thing. So sometimes it comes undone. And you don't know it. So next thing you know, you take a piss, and now the bed is full of piss, dude. Yeah. And this is my life. And this is what I have to go through on a day-to-day basis, and it sucks. And it sucks bad at times.
Yeah.
And, my wife went away because she had a family thing in New Jersey for like 3 days.
Okay.
My dad was here. And love my dad. Love him.
Sure.
But I'm not having him attach something to
your dick.
Dude. I'm just not doing it.
Right.
And I'm certainly not having my daughter do it.
Right.
And so with my wife gone, I sat for 3 days straight. And I had one thing on because I can't change it myself. And when it breaks, and then I sat there for 3 days like that.
Oh. Brutal.
And it's disgusting and it's horrible. And I realize how my life is just what it's become.
Well, for now, what it's become.
And that's the thing, is that I'm trying to remain positive, and I do have a positive outlook. I do look forward to getting legs, and I went to the prosthetic people the other day, and they did a casting for both legs.
That's good.
And hopefully within the next month, I will get them, is what they said. But then all of a sudden they get, and I'm not going to get into a lot of the details because I understand, work is what it is. Everybody's got their policies.
Sure.
So I'm not angry with anybody, but I get an email saying that if I don't go back to work by July, whatever, that, my insurance is going to be canceled, at which point I won't be able to get my legs.
Right.
They said, "Oh, you can get Cobra." Cobra is like 3 times what I was paying, or 4 times what I was paying.
Sure, let's pay
And-
$350 a week when you're not working. Sure.
And so, and then on top of it, I'm taking like 9 medications, man. I take 2 different types of insulin for the diabetes. You know,
Right.
one for like every meal. I got to take a shot every meal, and then one shot that's a lot of stuff that's long lasting for like the entire day.
Right.
And then I got to take kidney medicine because those are about to go. Then I got to take. They put me on some anxiety medicine and stuff, which kind of helps. Vitamin this, vitamin that. Then they put me on. There's literally 9 or 10 different things that I'm taking in the morning and at night. Stuff for laying in bed so I don't get blood clots and die that way.
Right.
It's just a lot.
Well, the only thing I'll remind you of, and it's just a reminder, I remember where you were when you lost the first leg. And me, you, and Chiselka sat down for lunch at Quaker Steak and Lube. Couldn't have been 6 weeks after you had your amputation, I don't think,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it was pretty early on. And you were in my life is over mode.
Yeah.
And up until this all happened, you were out of that. You know, you were chipper, and we were having fun, and you were having fun, and you were having fun with your job and everything else. I just want to put that back in your head a little bit, because
Yeah.
I know as somebody that's only done it once, I've never had this second run, but I know where your brain goes, and hopefully you can keep remembering that you got out of it before, because once you get out of it, once you know you can get out of it, maybe that's the focus point now of concentration, is not this fucking sucks right now, but this sucks now, but it'll be better in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year. You know,
I'm certainly not in the.
you're not the same as you were that first time.
No, I mean, I believe me. There were some nights where I was in the hospital where I was like, "Oh my god, dude, this is just it."
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way around this. And you know, there's been times where every now and then around here you get lonely or you get sad or whatever it is. And
Sure.
you know, it is what it is. But I mean, for the most part, I think that I've done pretty well with adjusting to the situation. Sometimes I get angry.
Yeah.
Because it sucks, and I feel.
Dude, you
You
go
know.
through all those emotions. You blame everybody. Blame yourself. We all blame ourselves first and foremost.
Well, I am
You
to
know.
blame for the most part, but
But
I'm not to blame for the infection. Look, I didn't ask for the infection. I'm to blame for not going to the doctor sooner, probably.
maybe. But at the same time, you lived your whole life that way.
Yeah.
So why would you and again, we could play these games all day long. They don't really matter. What I'm saying is it's easy when you're going through major, major trauma to let your brain be traumatized.
Yeah.
And you've proven that you can come out of that trauma before. So you can get through this too. And this is just going to
And I will.
And I know I've said this to you off the show, but I'll say it to you on the show as well. You'll get through it. You'll figure out your life.
And, you know, it's not like I don't know what to expect when it comes to a prosthetic. I don't know how to do it on 2, but that's what, you know, I will figure out, and I got to get my balance back, and, you know, it'll be good once I get moving.
Yeah.
I know my wife has faith in me. My daughter has faith in me, and so do I. And
Well, I'll tell you straight up, if I thought this was going to be me and you coming back and doing 2 years of my life is fucking terrible and this is the worst, I wouldn't have done it. I'd have been like, nah, dude, you're on your own with your pity party. And you know me well enough to know that's exactly what I would have said to you. I wouldn't have come back. I know you're going to bounce back from this.
yeah, no, yeah,
You bounce back on those inflated balls, apparently, but you bounce back.
give it a week or two, we'll be talking Trump again.
Yes. Well, maybe not that, but
Brian asked if I signed up for disability. I'm trying to. I'm trying to make that happen. tried to sign up for short-term disability
Yeah.
through work, but it's not apparently through work. It's through a third party.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried doing that, and then there's all these forms that need to fill out, and then all the doctors at the hospital, they don't want to fill stuff out. They want you to go to a primary care. Well, I didn't have a primary care until like yesterday,
Right.
on Monday, because I never had one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went and I sat there, heard the forms, and so hopefully she gets this done quickly, and I can maybe get some back disability to try to help me out. Because again, some of the stuff is a drain, man.
Yeah, it is.
Really is.
Do I need to make a phone call?
To
You know who to about your disability.
maybe.
All right, I'll do that when we get done here today.
Looking for your daily dose of classic metal? Follow the Classic Metal Show on X at x.com/cmsrocks. Get the latest classic metal news, honest opinions, exclusive clips, and full episodes of the Classic Metal Show. Want to interact with the show? This is the place to do it. X is the one mainstream social media platform we actively focus on, making it the best way to connect directly with us. Follow now at x.com/cmsrocks and join the conversation.
I mean, have you heard from her or no?
No,
I'll follow up.
but it's all right. I'm not. I see all these lawyers because I talk about disability at home with my wife or something.
Sure.
And now every thing on Facebook Reels, every other reel is a disability lawyer that's going to help me.
And I'm sure they all have their own theme. Did you lose both your legs? We can sue everybody.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, it's been an interesting couple of months. I'll tell you what. One of the coolest stories, though. Well, like and this is like a true story, like not exaggerating even a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I got my dog when I lost my first leg.
Mm-hmm.
And she would follow me around all over the place, man.
Right.
She's a beagle and just a great dog.
Mm-hmm.
And her and I have always been super close. I mean, she's not mean to anybody else in the family, but she's always just been super close.
She's your
with
dog.
me,
Yeah.
my dog.
Mm-hmm.
And that night that I left, I never stopped thinking about that dog.
Nice.
And it's sad and pathetic, and I know that, but
It's not that. It's not that much of a reach, dude.
I mean, my dog is so important. Like, my wife actually bought me a blanket, right, with my dog's picture on it. One big giant beagle face, and it's her face. Like, she had a picture of my dog made into a blanket.
Right. Yeah.
And so I went off to the hospital. I was, like I said, 6 weeks, 6.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I got home in this stupid stretcher, and my dog was shaking like a leaf, dude. Wouldn't come up to me. And I don't know what happened, but my wife picked her up and brought her over, and she started sniffing me, right?
Right.
She has not left my side since.
Well, there you go.
She only leaves the bedroom where I'm stuck every day to go to the bathroom to eat, and then she comes right back into the bedroom and sits there right next to me.
Well,
She will not leave.
That's what they say about dogs, man. They're like the most loyal. Apparently,
And so,
yours is one of them.
It's nice to come home and have support that I do, especially from my wife, who saved my life again, I guess.
Sure.
I told her next time, please stop.
Well,
stop
if anybody
doing that.
if anybody has earned their ticket to heaven, it's definitely your wife.
My wife has definitely earned her ticket to heaven. Yes, sir. Yeah. Not yet. She's still got a little while to go before she gets the.
you mean all this that she's done so far isn't enough?
Well, I don't want her to leave now, thinking that she's got the golden ticket already.
Well,
stick around.
That would cancel it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if you leave now, it cancels your golden ticket to heaven, Heather. So
If she acted like every other wife, then she would lose it. But Jesus, I'd say she's well on her way at this point.
yeah, I remember talking to look at that. Look at me. Oh, there's my dog. Yeah.
I knew I'd seen that picture.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Dude, that beard got so long when I was in the hospital.
Dude, there's nothing worse too than being in the hospital and your hair gets all knotted up and stuff.
Yeah, it was just terrible. And then they come in and try to fix everything. It's like, please stop. Please get away from me.
Dude, when I had COVID, and I mean, obviously I have really long hair, and I was in the hospital for 8 days or whatever, and my hair, it was like dreadlocks by the time I came out. It was just like 4 or 5 big clumps of shit. And I asked them, I said, "Hey, can you guys get me a brush or something?" They brought me a single comb to brush this hair that was tied in knots. And I couldn't breathe. I was like, thanks a lot.
Speaking of my wife,
Yeah.
I remember when I lost the first leg, a now fired radio host
Yeah.
from iHeart said to me, first thing out of his mouth was, "Did your wife leave you?"
Yeah.
I said, "No." And he was surprised and said, "Well, I guess she's a keeper."
Mm-hmm.
And now she's been through 2, so that's good.
You're gonna have to really fuck up to chase her away.
They did you saw they did some massive firings.
Oh, iHeart? Yeah, I didn't see who in Cleveland got dumped, but I saw they fired like 1,000 people or some crazy number, right?
Yeah. A couple people in Cleveland, but a former friend got let go
Oh yeah.
from Canton.
Well then, fuck him. You said
You know
former.
him.
Who?
Dan Stansberry.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, if he's a former friend, fuck him.
Former
I don't
good
know
friend.
him. I don't know him that well.
I thought you knew him, that's why.
No, I let him and Corey into Pinball PA one time just because they were up there. I've met Stansberry a few times, obviously, in my run in there, but I knew Corey better than him.
Look, I'm never going to revel in somebody's firing ever.
No,
and
no,
what
no,
they
you
did
never will.
was, just stupid once again. They put they took away a successful morning show in Canton, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they put in Rover's Morning Glory again. Look,
Which is already failed
Rover is
there.
an hour away. You can pick up Rover if you want to.
Yeah.
In Canton.
You can pick up MMS in Canton. Jeez.
Yeah. So silly.
Yeah, well,
For what? How much are you actually saving? How much could he actually have made in Canton?
if it's $1,000 a week versus paying a staff, which it probably is,
I guess.
it's probably a low ball. I mean, come on.
I don't think he had a staff around him. I think they got rid of his sidekick the last firings.
Sure, yeah. Well, I guess they'd be interns, but who knows?
I've never heard of him able to have a producer. But I don't know. I think it's silly at this point what they're doing.
I agree.
But I'm happy to be back, man. That's the
Yeah.
main thing. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be doing this again.
Well, this is a good start, man.
God willing, will be back doing the other job with the Jake Underwood show next couple of weeks.
Okay.
I still have some doctor's appointments and prosthetic appointments to go to
Sure.
before I start that. But I am looking forward to getting back into the swing of things and moving around. And, to be honest with you, this is the first time I've been in my living room since I got home.
How long you been home now? 3 weeks?
A month.
Month? Yeah. Well, that's good.
I've been out of the house a couple times. I am driving again.
That's good. Is it difficult
And I'll tell you
to
what,
get in and out
man.
of the car?
Huh?
Difficult to get in and out of the car?
No, it's just a matter of I need somebody to help because I need to stick a sliding board underneath my butt and then I slide across from the wheelchair into the
Right.
the car.
But that'll all be fixed when the prosthetics come, right? Because you'll be able to
I won't be able to
step down and get in. So this is all temporary right now.
But it'll be weird because I'll have to take the legs off like when I get into the car.
Yeah.
But that's what's the weird part about driving. I have hand controls again, thanks to Charlie's Auto Repair in Lakewood.
Sure.
Charlie's like the man, dude. He's actually coming over to the house tomorrow to fix a garbage disposal and something else. But it's funny. He has a speech at the Parma Republican something tomorrow. Maybe tonight. It's tonight, so check him out if you can.
Okay.
But he's done so much for me. But he put hand controls in my car. And so now when I'm driving, well, same as before, but I can move. I swing both legs around on
Right.
when I can drive, and like I thought about it. Like if I'm not wearing a seatbelt and I like slam on the brakes, I can go flying right down into the, underneath the seat because I'm just like a half a guy now, dude.
You got to get some
All right, I'm
kind
not
of like
half. I mean, I still have my knees, and
you got to get some kind of like a post or something to stick right in the middle of that chair.
so they don't slide around.
So if you slide, you just catch by your dick or something, and he's holds you in the chair.
Can't do that. My balls are too big.
Well, there you go. You just wrap the seatbelt around those big giant nuts of yours. Hug them tight.
This is so bad. Luckily, I have a few more years before I got to go back to the DMV
Right.
because I don't know how to like describe my height now.
4'10".
I went from 6'1" to like 4'10". I mean, is that like a thing? Is it like for real? Like what I
Dude,
gotta do?
I
do they
don't
count
know. I
like,
mean-
my missing area?
And let's go the other way. What if they make the prosthetics longer? Maybe you're 6'6"
Now I'm 7
now.
foot.
Yeah.
Maybe I should ask for like really long prosthetics.
Yeah. You know what? I'd like to get prosthetics, but I want to go play for the Cavs as well. So make me at least 6'10". Well, I'm glad you're back, man. I
Yeah,
really
me too.
am, man. I mean, it just, all seriousness, I'm, worried to death about you, as you're well aware, and people don't know.
I appreciate it.
Me and you stayed in pretty constant contact.
Yeah, oh,
and-
absolutely. I appreciate it.
and you worry, man. You worry about any of your bros going through any. I worry about my bros that are going through divorces and financial problems and all that other shit. You're going through some life-threatening stuff, man. And I definitely was a lot more than a little concerned. So
I appreciate it. And again, the Venmo is right down there. Hello.
Yeah.
$200 for P things. But real quick before we go, I'm gonna just want to say that you really do find out who your friends are.
Mhm.
I mean, there are some friends that you think are friends, and then all of a sudden they disappeared again, and you find out who really cares and who doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's little things, dude. It doesn't take money, or it doesn't take bringing me flowers or anything like that to make me feel better or anything else. It's the little things, like just even a fucking phone call
Yeah,
that makes you feel like, you're my friend.
sure.
And there are a lot of people that I thought would call and didn't.
Yeah.
And, kind of, it's hurtful. And, but again, you find out who the people are that really do care about you.
I'll just put this one caveat in, and I'm not saying you're wrong by any means. I agree with you. After my burn shit, I put a lot of people out of my life for the same exact reasons. But I will remind you that it is very hard for a lot of people to make a call that has to be serious. You know what I mean?
I understand.
People are scared of they're so scared of saying the wrong thing sometimes that it's easier to just do what I'm sure a lot of these people you're thinking of did, which is throw a thoughts and prayers on your Facebook page or whatever. Instead
Look,
of
no,
actually calling.
because I like those too. That's fine with me. I'm talking about there's a couple of people in my life that just stopped altogether. And, you could send a text and just say, hey, dude,
Yeah.
thinking about you. And, that kind of stuff
Yeah.
means
Can
a
I
lot.
can I bring, like, I know I offered you a couple of times. I was like, hey, if Heather needs a ride or needs me to pick something up, or I mean, those are what you do. I mean, that's
Remember we talked about being in the circle?
yeah.
I have very few people in that circle, and you're a close friend. But
Thanks.
believe me, everybody that did the response, like on Facebook, was ginormous for from people that are I'm friends with on Facebook, and people that listen to me or whatever. And I consider everybody friends that listens to this show or whatever show that I've done, and
Sure.
I appreciate it. We know each other in a way, and the response is really great. But there are some people that I thought were really close, and they're not as close as I thought.
Sure.
I got a visit from Julie Holiday, which is kind of cool, from Trev show. She actually came over to house
Wow.
when my wife was gone, and she cooked me and my daughter dinner. And I haven't talked to her since the last time I lost my leg.
Wow.
And she just reached out and wanted to come and do something nice. And
Right.
there are people like that, and then there's others that lay
Sure.
you down a little bit. But
Well, it's
whatever, we move
It's how-
on, and I'm looking forward to continuing. And we will back next
we'll
Wednesday,
continue.
right? We're gonna do this again.
We'll do this next Wednesday, of course. Yeah.
All right.
Before we go, though, real quick, I
Yeah.
do want to I have one little thing to say to the fans of this show, because I had a ton, and I do mean a ton of people that reached out asking like your status and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I kind of purposely didn't answer that like at all. I just was like, I didn't think it was my place to be giving your medical thing
I understand. Yeah.
out there. But I know I annoyed a couple of people with that, where you can't even fucking tell us if he's okay. And I was like, he's okay. And I addressed it a few times saying, this is Seth's story to tell. It's not my, and because you hadn't even posted it on Facebook or anything at this point.
Yeah.
But I know I ruffled some feathers by not giving people the inside track. But I just want to state that it was not a personal thing. It was a respect thing for the guy on my left as I stare at the screen.
I appreciate it.
It's his story to tell. I wouldn't tell anybody's story if that's personal like that.
Yeah.
It's your story. So sorry if I upset you, but that's the reason why. This is the first chance I've had to say that. So,
But I appreciate everybody with their concern. So thank you.
well, onward we move.
Onward we move.
Next
Back
Wednesday, all
4
Sydney
o'clock.
Sweeney.
Hopefully, at least we could put her in the background.
Yes, we will do that.
But thanks everybody for joining today. I do appreciate it, and God willing, we'll talk to you again next week.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
See
See you
folks.
guys.
Looking for the ultimate home for hard rock and heavy metal 24 hours a day? Then lock into CMS Radio at cmsradio.net. Choose from 2 killer channels. CMS 24/7 features classic episodes from the history of the Classic Metal Show, plus a daily rebroadcast of the latest CMS episode with music every day at noon Eastern. Or crank up CMS Rocks, your non-stop hard rock and metal station, featuring Charlie Kendall's Metal Shop every Monday at 7 a.m., 10 a.m., and 6 p.m. Eastern. Whether you're on your phone, tablet, or computer, the soundtrack to your day is waiting. CMS Radio. Loud, heavy, unfiltered. Tune in now at cmsradio.net.